My worst auction purchase and what it taught me. Let me tell you about the worst auction purchase I ever made. Not because I lost money, but because I almost lost the entire house. This deal taught me a lesson I'll never forget. This property came from the pre-foreclosure list. On paper, it looked solid. The house needed work, but nothing that scared me. I ran my numbers, estimated repairs, set my max bid. Everything looked good. One thing stood out during my inspection. The fireplace was leaning, not collapsing, just visibly off. I thought, it's ugly, but repairable. So I factored it into my rehab budget and moved forward. Auction day came, I won the property, took possession. At this point, I felt great. Then I called the city to turn on the utilities. That's when everything went sideways. The code compliance office called me back and said, this property is scheduled to be demolished next week. My blood dropped. Demolished, as in gone, I told him. There were no notices on title, nothing showed up. He said the reason was the fireplace. Apparently it was declared unsafe long ago. The previous owner never fixed it, and now the city had enough. As soon as I hung up the phone, I knew I had days to save this house. I immediately called my contractors. I told them, forget repairs, remove the fireplace completely. Instead of rebuilding it, we installed 2 windows in its place. They worked fast, 2 days, no delays, no excuses. Once the work was done, I called code compliance again. I asked them to come out and re-inspect the property. The officer drove by, checked the work, and then he said the words I needed to hear. Pull your permits and continue the rehab. That was pure relief. I finished the rehab, updated the property properly, and in the end, I sold it for a good profit, but the money wasn't the real win. Here's the lesson I learned the hard way. Just because a deal works on paper doesn't mean it's worth the risk. Properties that look like they need too much work often come with hidden problems you can't see. Sometimes the smartest move is waiting for a cleaner deal. Not every discount is worth chasing. If you're buying at auction, learn from my mistake. Be conservative, avoid heavy risk properties, and always assume there's more going on than what you see. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.